Alright, real quick, time for devlog number 5. And the interesting thing here is that I've already got another playable done. So I feel like I've figured out inherently that I just make Rise content, or just beat 'em up content in general, significantly faster. It's not just Rise, because for Takeover I got Skullgrin and Usurper done in a day each. So, I don't really know what it is. I think when I actually finally get all the stuff ready and, once I finally get, like, the base code done for all the hitboxes and stuff and figure out how that works, it just, like, tumbles down. Knights was just finicky, so that's probably why Knights took a lot longer to get stuff done in. But, yeah. So, Monty's done, for the most part. His L key move still needs some work in terms of the hitbox, and in terms of him getting hit during it, his hitbox when it's happening, but like whatever. I mean his hurt box when it's happening, but whatever. Monty's also an attack-based character like Welmer, but I think he's significantly worse, just because Monty is kind of, his moveset's a bit gimmicky. If you've played Rise, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So first off, you press J, no axe. You see, those are the first two parts of his combo, but the third part is the axe swing. So 1, 2, 3. The way Monty's combo works is essentially number 1. So the first hit of the combo does about 8 damage. Second hit of the combo does 6, and then axe swing does 18 and has a knockback of 7. For reference, Welmer's run also has a knockback of 7. So even though both of his first two parts of his combo do less damage than Welmer's, that 18 is ridiculous. The last hit of Welmer's combo, I'm pretty sure, does 10. And that does 18, meaning you're getting out about 32 damage from one combo. Now, Monty's recharge for his combo is the same as Welmer until that third axe swing. Once the axe swing happens, the timer becomes about 2.5 seconds. So if you want to just use the basic as a basic, you just press it and wait and don't hold it. If you hold it, he'll do the axe swing and then you can't use it for a while. That's about how long it takes to use it again, if you use the axe swing. But if you just press it, you won't run into that issue. If you just press it after the first, then the second, wait a second, and then do it again. Essentially, if you just hold it in, it functions as a third skill. That's the gimmick part of Monty's moveset. The secondary gimmick part that you're about to see is, of course, returning from Rise, the bombs. Monty's bombs. Monty's moveset in Rise was just disgusting, in all honesty, in the best way possible. He was the first character to have a range move in Rise, and he's the first range character here. Oh yeah, by the way, the slam. You press L, he does the slam, you get it. That's how that works. The hitbox on it's finicky. Not how it hits enemies, but what happens if enemies attack you during it. That's a bit finicky, but whatever. Yeah, it's gross. It's still gross. It does like 24, 23 damage. Knockback of about 8. Which, yeah. It's a gross move, which it's always been. And it doesn't, and I've actually buffed all of Welmer's timers. His spin now takes 4 seconds, and I've decreased the runs to 2.2 seconds. Monty's slam takes the same amount as Welmer's spin now. So Welmer's spin technically does more damage, technically, but like, the friggin' slam is still disgusting, and I do think that Welmer is the better moveset compared to Monty, but Monty is a very disgusting moveset. The bomb, the axe swing, and the friggin' combo, it's gross. The spin move is really the only thing from Welmer that's gross. And Monty, when I do implement the ability to die, Monty's gonna have an absurd amount of health. So, that's neat. He's gonna have more health than Welmer. Welmer's essentially gonna be a standard health character. Monty's still gonna be the tanky, absurd, disgusting beast thing that he was from Rise. Because why wouldn't he be? If both him and Welmer are DPS characters, and Welmer is the one that is better at offense, then it just makes sense to give Monty the disgusting health. Essentially, if you just hold in that combo button, though, you'll kill a Zavuki, no problem. It does more damage. A single combo does more damage than the Zavuki have health. I'm pretty sure Barry has more health than the single combo, but still, one bomb after that should be enough to kill a Barry. And even if it's not, your slam should still be charged by then, so it doesn't even matter. It's a gross moveset. I don't like it as much as Welmer's, honestly, but I've never been particularly fond of Monty in terms of gameplay. None of his moves synergize is a big issue with Monty. They're all distinct from each other. That's either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. But considering, I don't personally think it's a bad thing, it's just not my cup of tea. Considering I've left it basically unchanged, other than the combo being disgusting now. Considering I've left it basically unchanged. Well, he just did the X swing. The combo didn't exist in Rise, it was just the X swing. So it was arguably grosser then, but yeah, I like it more now. I think that's just a hilarious gimmick. That's just going to be Monty's gimmick, where he fills the same role as Welmer. He's just a more experimental version of that same concept, the DPS character. I'm assuming Lasser is also going to be the exact same thing, but with a Woofius style character. They're both going to be the fasty ones. No, I'm going to make Lasser the normal one of the roster. The roster just doesn't have a normal character. Woofius gets to be the fast one. Lasser gets to be... By the way, Lasser is going to be one of the playable characters. Those butcher demons from Stage 2 of Knights. That's going to be a playable character. I've just been rambling and not focusing on killing Bernard. Give me a second. I was running back so I could get a run in, but then I forgot that Monty didn't have the run. Watch. One combo. Whoop. Up, he got out of the way. Whatever. Time for the elevator section. I might actually change the way the slam works so it only hits on one frame, but it can hit as many enemies as possible on that one frame. The way other moves work is they only hit on, they can only hit one enemy per frame. So I might change it to where the slam hits all of the enemies on that one frame. I feel like that would make more sense and make the slam way more worthwhile. I'm definitely going to do that, actually. That makes perfect sense. So I'm actually going to demonstrate the combo thing. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay, let's see how a Barry survives a combo. 1, 2. Oh, nope, he got hit by the X in the middle. That Barry took the full combo. Yeah, I'm definitely going to buff the slam, though. It doesn't really compare to Wilmer's spin. But now we move on to the boss. And I'm pretty sure Damien was in the previous devlog. It's just that his arena wasn't finished. I'm still going to add some details to it, but here's what his arena looks like. And I'm quite happy with this. By the way, the hitbox on Damien's dash move is way smaller than it looks. A lot of that's just particle effects. As you can see, I didn't get hit by it there. The hitbox is way smaller than it looks. Most of that's just particle effects, and that's basically just because Damien's, the first boss of the game. It'd be ridiculous if that was the full size of the thing, which it was in Rise 1, but Rise 1 had way smaller parts. Like the hitbox itself is basically just the middle of Damien and most of his sword. It's not all the purple stuff. Like if you watch, I don't get hit until really the eyes hit me, and then that's when I get hit. I think it'd be better from a side angle, to show off how that works. As you can see, that's when I get hit. In Rise 1, like I said, the character sizes were way smaller, so that was less of an issue. And again, you can just be there on him and just not get hit. He doesn't count in range if they're that far below him. You can see he's not entering the idle thing until I get there. That's how that works. Overall, the goal of this game wasn't to be as terrible as Rise 1. I just wanted the hitboxes to not feel like they were the player's fault, and they're a bit way too generous for the player right now. But whatever. I'd prefer that to how they were in Rise 1, where they were just You could say I'm overcompensating, but it's not like it's impossible to get hit by it, because it isn't. It's just a bit too generous. And I'm fine with that, whatever. But yeah, that's Monty in Rise 2, frick.